Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to dominate on Brand jungle here in preseason 11. His initial clear isn't as healthy as it used to be in season 10 because of the jungle item changes. However, his overall damage is higher, particularly because the R buffs he received. And his new clear, essentially you can only get away with 3 camps, otherwise you lose too much HP. So we're just going to be doing double buffs plus Gromp and then immediately pushing out with our level 3 power spike. As a ranged champion with double buffs, it's fairly strong. Plus obviously you have your stun. Your strongest level 1 ability on its own per cooldown is actually your Q. So we're going to start Q here. Q auto attack. And we're going to be going straight to our blue buff, then doing our Gromp. We'll be fairly healthy at that point. Now that leash is fine. I don't need any more than that. On the way to your other camps, you can throw down a W like this. And even though it doesn't heal you near as much as it used to, you still get back a decent amount of HP. Like before, that would literally put you at full HP in season 10. But in this season, we gotta just make do with what it gives us. I'm gonna actually Q it first because I want the 25% bonus damage off of my W Blaze passive. So here I'm not too worried about the stun because the Gromp's gonna heal me up anyways. Not too worried about it. Plus my Q is on a much lower cooldown than my W. Nice. Now we're going to do the Gromp. We have Smite for him. The Gromp heals you more the lower in HP you are. If you're taking it at low HP, it's fairly safe because of that reason. It did 61 damage to us. Yeah, it's doing quite a bit. You can use your Smite earlier if you don't feel comfortable tying it down that long, but essentially at the end of Gromp, you should be very close to full HP. You can use your other refill potion to get true full HP. Looks like we're up against 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Against melee junglers, Brand's actually pretty good. They have to come to you, so you can hold on to your Q. We're going to run up and hit him with an E. Since he's feared, then we're going to stun him. We had to hold on to our Q until he used his flash, so I was just going to hit him with an E and an auto attack, and then once Warwick feared him, then I'll stun him and... Ooh, this is awkward. Oh, I missed it. This is getting really messy. Oh, is 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 going to chase? Bring it to me, bring it to me. No. Got the stun. W. Alright, this is free. My team's too clean, dude. My team's just gonna straight up carry me. Well played. That's the advantage you have over melee champions on Brand, is they have to they have to ultimately come to you, which lets you get down E's and auto attacks for free. Let's shove this in. And I'll go for the opposite side scuttle. Brand's E now auto spreads. You don't have to apply your burn to them. You're going to be maxing your W first. So if they're near a minion or something, just use your E on it and it'll automatically spread. We're going to E stun it, W. 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 may actually come over here. Yeah, he's actually over here. I just want to back though. We're sitting on a lot of gold. Your first back on Brand. You're going to just want to get as much of your Liandry's Anguish as possible. It's your only real mythic item. Luden's isn't bad on you. Against their team, they have the Nasus, so we'll just go ahead and pick up the Fiendish Codex and a ward. If you're really far ahead, you can also pick up a Dark Seal. We don't have that type of gold though. On Brand, it's usually best to just go for your full item. For the runes, I haven't really talked about it, but you're really always going to be going Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot Eyeball with Ravenous. Ravenous is most important on Brand for your sustain. Secondary runes, you can go free boots or stopwatch. I prefer stopwatch. It's just stopwatch is more expensive than boots anyways. Plus hourglass is really good on Brand, just staying alive. You can do so much damage and artificially tank. And then I go Cosmic Insight. Cosmic Insight synergizes really well with Zhonya's and your summoner spells, which are very useful in Brand. Typically going to want to play around the least mobile enemy laner, being Nasus in this case. It's hard for him to dodge our Q or W, and it's just easy to gank. Gonna hit him with an E. I used my W a bit early. Yeah, I used my W early. We would have killed him if we had been patient. You typically don't want to use W until you land Q, because what you saw there, if they juke out your W, you're missing like half of your kit's damage, plus your passive. That's fine. We'll get some XP here. We'll chuck some potions. Don't know where 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐋 is. We have the pink ward down. You won't be able to sneak up behind us without us knowing. Yeah, Warwick top's interesting. Ooh, this is free. Nice. That was awkward. 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐋 actually ended up flashing my W, which once again is all of our damage since we're maxing W first. There is something to be said about going for an E max first since you can't miss it. But in general, without W max, you just don't have the type of damage that you need. Pick up a sapphire crystal. One of your biggest issues with going for things like Night Harvester or the Rift Maker or Proto Belt on Bran, even though they're not bad on him, is they don't give any mana. So with Bran, you'll basically run out after a few abilities. You won't be able to do much.
Enjoying your content, keep it going, bro.
Maidolino, thank you for the 4 months, dude. Appreciate that. Also appreciate the kind words. We're gonna EWQ. I mean, we're gonna EQW. Bran's level 6 is a really big power spike as well. Very big power spike. I'll go in for a full clear here. After your first clear, you can really start taking all your camps. We'll die from the passive. Our R is up. Once you have your R, you no longer... The enemies no longer have to be close to anything. Like, they don't have to be close to monsters or minions, their own minions. You can bounce your R off of yourself. So if someone whose melee is being really aggressive and they're on you, just R them and your R will basically solo them. You're going to EW, Q. Ideally, you want to E camps first and then W, especially against multi-camps. That way your E can full spread, so your W can do its 25+% magic damage. It's very nice. 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐋's bot side will push into his top side jungle. After your first clear, you can also start taking multiple camps at once. Like this. This is a bit hard. You might want to try it in training tool, but once you've practiced it, it's fairly simple and it will speed up your clears dramatically. Like I said, it's not necessary. It's just something to work towards. Top's gankable. 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐋 is pushing up into his left side jungle. We could invade him or just go for this. Good Warwick R. We're going to E. Blue Smite. We're not going to Q yet. Now that he's feared, now we're going to Q. It's free low. Notice how whenever you don't use your Q, the enemies, they walk real funny and they don't really move away from you. They're just trying to juke. So the longer, as long as possible as you can hold on to your Q, the longer you have to kill them in general. But once you miss your Q, the gank's basically over. Sen is trashing that guy. 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐋 is looking for that gank. He's falling behind. He's not getting off many successful ganks right now. Gonna pull these together, hit it with an E, hit it with W. Oh, we accidentally reset it. Oh well. We'll hit him with an R. Oh, he ran away immediately. That was weird. I thought he was gonna juke, but I did throw out my Q a bit early there. When he went to fight me, I R'd early, just thinking he would try to fight me, but he realized my R was gonna obliterate him. We'll shove the wave out. Should have hit the wave with our E first. Oh well. Take off his shield. Soraka's here. Their whole team's here. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. You're actually gonna go for an E max second, Q max last. I have my Zhonya's. I still have flash as well. We didn't really get anything out of it. We don't have the damage. We're gonna have to get an early Oblivion Orb. Look at that healing. Our healing's getting a lot higher because of Ravenous Hunter. Now the camps can't really hurt us with how much damage we do to them. We heal off of them. We can afford full Leandries here, but I would also like to back and get boots, so we'll stay for wolves and golems. Grenade with the W and E, WQ. Look at that HP, it's beautiful. We're getting it all back. What do I think of 𝐒𝐂𝐂 right now? I think 𝐒𝐂𝐂 is a lot better after the buffs. He's a top 15 jungler instead of a bottom, like 20. He was like barely top 35 before the buffs. Brand as a jungler, like he's stronger this season than last season after his first clear, but his initial clear is definitely a lot worse than it used to be. In terms of Brand's most viable roles, it's definitely support. I'd say his mid and jungle is tied. Brand mid and jungle is very similar in terms of viability. It just depends on the matchup. But Brand support's still probably where he is strongest. One cool thing is about playing him jungle is the enemies don't expect it, especially if you don't ban a jungle champion. Typically when you play Brand jungle, ban a support champ or ban a mid lane champ. Don't ban 𝐒𝐂𝐂 or 𝐒𝐿, because then they might guess. They'll just, if they see you ban a mid, they'll assume you're mid. If you ban a support champion, they'll just assume you're support, and they may not pick a, they may pick an easy matchup. Like melee champions in general tend to be easy as long as they can't one-shot you. And tank junglers are easy because you shred them so hard and they can't really get to you properly. And we need an Oblivion Orb because there's Soraka and Nasus healing. It's insane. Landed it. That's a lot of deeps. Hit him with an E. I'm gonna... Oh, I have my R still though. Oh, landed it. Oh, I didn't land it. Damn. 𝐒𝐿 is slippery, man. He's falling so far behind too. He is very slippery though. They're not really willing to fight me. The Brand's damage looks impressive when they're willing to like fight on top of you, but they just run away. I'm on my way. We could honestly dive Yasuo. Just chunk out a little bit more HP. Got him. You can even throw out your Q before your W. There I technically QWE'd. I was just trying to get my spells on him, but your Q, like, it doesn't travel as fast as your W activates. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. 𝐒𝐿 chunks. Oh boy, does he chunk. We'll go ahead and pick up our tier 2 boots, then we'll get Oblivion Orb and then Hourglass. Oblivion Orb is huge, huge, huge for the heal cut. And then we'll have full Hourglass. At that point, we can get Rylai's or finish our Morello. It doesn't really matter at that point. I changed the OPGG value because there was too many requests. I had to take a highly limited number of requests. There was like 30 plus people a day trying to redeem it, and I would cut it off at 10. Nasus is out of position. The enemy's only real win condition here is Dragon Soul. If they don't get Dragon Soul, they're gonna auto lose. That is... Oh, I was trying to take them both at the same time. I'm getting gooned over here. My teammates are trying to help me take the camps. Little do they realize Brand's true power. Alright, let's go get that dragon. Because their team's super melee. They have Nasus, 𝐒𝐿, Yasuo. That's 3 melees. My R alone could nearly kill all 3 of them in a team fight, as long as it's applying the passive. Brand is very similar in that way to an Illaoi, where you don't really want melee champs versus him. You want something like Caitlyn or Xerath that outranges Brand, and then Brand can't do anything because he'll just get low on health pre-fight, and he'll have to kind of like reset. Smite that out. Have our R. Whenever your R is up, you can look for some juicy plays. Good hoot. Ooh, that's some damage. Got it. Double Dark Harvest stacks. I held on to my R. I didn't figure we needed it. We can collapse on this. This is why when you get the outer turret to your lane, you just roam. Good juke from the Yasuo. Landed that one though. I'm taking turret shots, but I'm hitting him. It's a real mixed bag. Oh, it's still hurting me. Herald's about to come up. That's probably the play here. Could also wait in this bush. We know it's not worded. They're likely to collapse on our potential Herald or us rotating to Nasus. They're likely to push up or push over there. But I think we're likely to get somebody right now. My teammates don't really need me. They can 2v1 him or 3v1 him. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, Yasuo stepping up. He's dead. He has nowhere to go. We're going to blue smite him. We can get to him. R. I gotta get to this chick. She's running super fast though. What the hell? Predicted the juke. Got her. Oh, if I didn't predict that juke, that kill would have gone to waste. I have to hold on to my Q until she ults. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm dead. Oh, I should have just queued. When she ulted, my passive was still on her. So instead of W, right when she ulted me, if I would have just queued her point blank range, I would have killed her. We'll play by the Kaisa. We'll go ahead and get our Oblivion Orb. And then we'll finish building into our Hourglass. Good stuff, good stuff. Kaisa does a lot of single target damage with her Q. Her Q's just not even point and click. It's just she presses the button and it automatically happens. It just shoots whoever's closest to her. And since I was the only thing close to her, I soaked all the damage. Absolutely brutal. We can probably wrap this game up though. All we need is one team fight. We take in double turret inhib. See if this is warded. We're sitting on R. None of them can fight us, especially with Oblivion Orb. Even if Soraka is healing them, they're gonna get wrecked. That was a good juke by Nasus. I needed to hold on to my Q for longer. I'm very low on HP though. Got him. Kaisa's about to do some work. Or is she? Oh, she got me, but we got her back. If we had Hourglass, we could have just W Hourglassed it, but it's on cooldown. Very mobile champions will give you issues on Bran. Kaisa's are, even though she doesn't outrange you, she's annoying because of her dash. It's a shield and a dash. She can give some issues for sure. Yasuo can be annoying because he can block your Q, but Yasuo with his wind wall can't block your W or your E. He can block your R though, which is pretty annoying, so you'll need to be patient sometimes on that. We'll go ahead and pick up a control ward. I will say Bran, especially since Liandry's is his best mythic item, he does play best against tanky teams. Their only real tank is Nasus. That kind of sucks. So in this game we probably could have gotten away with Luden's Tempest for the flat magic pen and for the movement speed. This would have probably been a little bit better. That's fine though. In general, you guys will be building Liandry's. Normally they'll have 1 to 2 real tanks rather than just a full team of squishies. If their team does have 2 or more tanks, you'll also be getting Demonic Embrace. I don't even know if we're gonna bother this game with Demonic Embrace since their team's so squishy. Gonna run up. Oh, we're not getting to him. Just heal off of these then. I wanted to run up hit with the blue smite E. Oop, here's 𝐒𝐿. Get a word down. There he is. I don't know where she thinks she's going. This is Dragon, and it's also a Kaisa pinch. Just sit on her head, and I can Hourglass. You can Hourglass and still bounce your R off of yourself, so don't worry about canceling out your R. You can R and then Hourglass immediately if you feel like they're gonna kill you. That's fine as well. The big fight coming up here. Potential Baron. If we can get one more pick, we can do Baron. I need someone to match that Nasus. Now that my aura and hourglass is down, 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋 is a real kill threat for me. I can't be approaching bushes blindly now. Without that being up, we should take Baron Vision. Baron Vision is going to be huge. Oh, this is free. As long as he doesn't kill Pyke. We're going to E, blue smite. He's going to sit there and juke for 10 years. You see him just juking? Like, you'll get a feel like some players on their team will just juke themselves to death, and you literally wait to queue. Other players you can queue earlier because they'll start, like, they'll commit to a certain pathing to try to get away. $760. There we go. Nearly a perfect smite. I did it just 50 HP late at like 710. Pretty good. Pretty good. Still would have outsmited him since he's set 680. We have 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 pinched here. 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 could jump on my head. I have my R ready. My Q would have hit her. Your Q has the most range in your kit, essentially, but she actually R'd. Yeah, he's just juking still. He's literally not... I think I'm dead, though. Yeah, I should have just flashed over the other wall. This Nasus is the juke master, dude. Every time I think he's done juking, he's not done. The plan is we literally can't use our Q on him until he's in melee range. Once he starts his auto attack, that's when we're gonna Q him. Otherwise, he's just the juke master. We'll finish off our Morello. Or we could get Void Staff. I'm feeling the Void Staff. We already have the heal cut. How would I suggest learning how to kite? Just mainly depends on the champion, and it depends on like stuff like this. For example, since my Q is the main aspect of my kit in terms of landing all of my abilities and keeping them pinned, or I should say stun. In this case, for me to kite them out, it's easy against melee champions. I just hit him with E. I hit him with blue smite, and then once I feel comfortable, I can hit him with a Q. You tend to Q right after you slow them. But against certain players on their team that are just really good at juking, they'll just whoop, whoop, but they just keep doing it. You have to wait. So just, you'll get a feel for it. It's a real feely thing. If you want to improve your attack move clicking or auto attack kiting, you should go on Training Tool. It's a really good place to do it. I'm gonna drop an R on her head. That is going to wrap up this Brand Jungle commentary guide. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to come chat and chill live on stream. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.